I'm working on, this will be row 14 of the Navajo diamond stitch. I'm using ivory, the white here. I'm going to cast on a new row. And then, let's see, we need 10 single crochets. Make sure you knot each of these at the beginning so they don't unravel. When you're all finished, you can make sure they have a good solid knot, and then you can trim the fringe on both sides to make sure they're even. This is a Navajo diamond stitch. I'm making a large blanket. I adjusted the pattern that was sent to me. I adjusted the colors and the double crochet instead of a treble crochet. And then I cast it on a little bit different. The lady that gave me the pattern, she cast it on here and chained one to set the knot. I cast it on a little bit differently. This is row 14, so 10 single crochets to start. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let me see, 1 double crochet. I missed one single crochet here, because a double crochet should be right here. What I think I did was I missed this end chain that's hidden under this bump there. You can either cast on, I'll show you. This is the way the pattern that she sent me starts out. And I'll show you how I cast on. You leave a little tail there. Just pulls through that and then chains one. Then start your next single crochet. Or you can do it this way. Just make sure you have a good strong knot at the beginning of your row once you're all finished. That way it doesn't unravel. There's 8, 9, 10. And then a double crochet into the next stitch, the front loop of the previous row. Then you get 3 single crochets. And then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, front loop of the previous row there. And that's what it starts to look like. We're on row 14. Then you will do, let's see, 15 single crochets. This blanket's got just single crochets and double crochets. That's it. Each row is independent of the other. So you cast on and cast off each row. And I have a pattern in the description of how I made some changes, but my previous videos has the pattern that the lady that I got this pattern from, she sent it to me. So I just copied and pasted exactly her pattern. I just made a color change, and then instead of a treble crochet, I did a double crochet for these to make the diamond. Just be careful not to add a single crochet behind that double crochet. You're going to skip this one. It sits behind this double crochet there. So I usually just lay it flat. If I'm in any question as to where to go, I just lay that down, and then you can see the stitch beside it right there. Then you just repeat what's in the bracket. And I put, it was her, it's not me. I just kind of copied that. She put things in a bracket, the repeating row. You'll see that. So you start the beginning with 10 single crochets. You'll end with 10 single crochets. Then you do a double crochet. And then what's in the bracket is 3 single crochets, a double crochet, 15 single crochets, and a double crochet. And then 3 single, a double, 15 single crochets. And that repeats all the way to the end, where you will do a single crochet again, 10 single crochets, just like you started. Then once you end each row with your single crochets, then you'll chain 1 and pull through a 2 or 3 inch tail through that loop, and that's going to form your knot on the end. Just make sure it's tight. Once you're done, you can check the knots on the beginning of the rows and the ends to make sure you form a knot that holds the yarn in and it doesn't unravel. The way I cast on, you need to make sure you knot it. Put a knot here. I left it like that just in case I needed to make a change or undo the row, which I've had to do. You know, you get to crocheting so long that sometimes your hands have muscle memory and they just keep doing the same thing. For instance, you do single crochets when you should have done a double. So you have to, tear out your work and redo it. So I leave the ends loose so I can remove them if I need to and fix the boo-boo. This is the diamond. Hello, hey. Welcome in, friends. Hey, Rebecca. Well, good for you. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Good. This is a Navajo diamond blanket. Thank you. Thanks, Sunflower Sue. I love your name. I can't wait for the sunflowers to come out. Any flowers at this point. It's still winter here. Oh, cool. Sometimes you'll grab a strand and you have to make sure your crochet hooks in all the strands. I don't know how many times I've done that. Hello. This is a blanket, Navajo diamond stitch blanket. As you can see, could be a sweater though, but it's going to be a very long blanket. 245 chains. It may take me weeks to finish, but I'm on row, let's see, 14. Once you get up to a certain point, row 16, then you start going backward. So you'll repeat the rows. This is burnt orange or burnt pumpkin. I always call it orange, but it's burnt pumpkin, latte, ivory, and turquoise. And then once you get to that row 16, then you go backward, repeating rows 15, 14, 13, 12, on and on until row, I'll tell you in a second here. Looking at my little cheat sheet. Oh, there it is. You go all the way back to row 6, and then you begin the pattern again with row 7 and going back up 7, 8, 9, and on till 16. Oh, let's see. Well, you should do that. Yeah, if you're halfway done with your blanket, you should make sweaters or a blanket. I mean, kids at your church want me to make them a blanket for the cat. Okay, that's cool. It's raining here, but it's not 1 degree or negative temperatures, so that's a good thing. Days are getting longer. It's going to get warmer. So can't wait till the spring and summer when I can get outside and crochet on my porch with the birds. I have so many videos from last year in the summertime. The birds singing in the morning and the coyotes howling at night. But I love being on the porch swing or the deck. We live way out in the country, in the woods. It's so peaceful out here. This is row 14. of the ivory. There's 3 single crochets, and then you double. Hello, Pastor Cabral. Did a double crochet into the front loop of that previous row. Now I'm going to do 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet to the front loop of the previous row, and then back to 15 single crochets between the 2 diamonds. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here. It's a rainy day today for YouTube Live. Perfect day to be inside and crocheting and relaxing. Hello. We're getting close to the end. It's got fringe on it, the beginning and the end. They have little tails or fringe. I'm working on ivory right now. This is row 14. We're going backward on the pattern, or back down. Let's see. We got to 16. Let's see, 15. We're on white. 14. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to end with 10 single crochets before chaining one and pulling it through the loop, making a tail here. This is a diamond, or a Navajo diamond stitched blanket. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a great day to crochet today. 10. So we're on 10. We chain one and leave ourselves a 2 or 3 inch tail or more. Then you can come back and trim it up later. And pull that through the loop. Don't tighten it real tight, just a little bit. That way if you have to unravel to fix a mistake, you can do that. So this is row 14. We're going back down to the beginning to do 13. And we are on our last row of white for this section. Row 13. We're going to cast on, and we do that with each row individually. Just leave yourself a long enough tail there. You can cast on this way, or as the lady that gave me this pattern recommended, she goes through the back loop and then pulls it through to chain one to set her knot there. But you can make a knot this way too. When you're all finished, just make sure these are knotted so they don't unravel. So we are on row 13 of the white. We're going to begin with 9 single crochets and then 1 double crochet. Thank you for the love hearts. There's that. And then we do a double crochet into the front loop of the previous row stitch. And then it changes to 5 single crochets inside this diamond. 5 single crochets, a double crochet, 13 single crochets, and a double crochet. And in the brackets, that's what you repeat all the way down your row, ending with 9 single crochets, chain 1, pull through your tail. Leave a tail on the end. So, hello, welcome in. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're doing a Navajo diamond stitch. It's going to be a blanket. I started with 245 chains. And I am on, this is row 13 right now. This is ivory color. We got turquoise here, latte, burnt pumpkin. Well, I want to call it burnt orange, but it's burnt pumpkin. That's the colors I'm using. Okay, now we're going to do 13 single crochets. Hello, thank you, hello. I see you. I'm glad you're here. And thanks for joining my YouTube live and all the hearts and likes and subscriptions and all that. I appreciate all of it. Well, thank you so much. And on this double crochet, just be careful not to do a stitch into this one that sits behind it. It's going to be left alone there. You're going to go to the left side of that double crochet. This is going to be a long blanket. It'll probably fit the length of the couch. But I'll show you when I'm all finished. I'll video it and post it on my YouTube page so you can see how big it is. These are all single crochets except the bump here that makes the diamond. I'm using a double crochet. You could do a treble crochet on this. And the lady that sent me the pattern, she does the treble crochet. But I changed it to do a double. Just leave yourself a little slack when you're doing it so it doesn't make it so tight on your, see? You need to make sure the stitch is long enough to reach up there, reach down there. But it works, the double crochet works fine. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, and all the good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. Knowing I'm not out here all alone talking to myself. Thanks for the interaction. Oh, One too many. Thank you. This is a Navajo diamond stitch, and I'm making a blanket. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. And we're going to do 5 single crochets inside this diamond. Hi, Gabby. I'm still working on it. This may take me weeks to get finished because it's so big. I get 245 chains. That's what I started with, just like her pattern. It's going to be a pretty big blanket. I'm sure it'll cover my bed easily, or the couch if I want to leave it down in the living room. I imagine it's going to be pretty heavy though once I get it finished. This is the yarn is, I love this yarn, and it's pretty soft compared to the yarn we used in the 70s. It was acrylic, I think, but it just is softer now. Hello, welcome in. Oh, good evening from Spain. Welcome. Thanks for being here. My friend's family was stationed in Spain back in the 60s, 70s. Seville, I think. And she went to visit a couple years ago. There was one cathedral they went to, and she said it was just beautiful over there. Her dad was in the Air Force, so they were all over. Oh, yeah. Remember week 1? Thanks for the encouragement. I think it's going to take me a few weeks to get this finished. with work and everything, but that's okay. We'll stick with it. We'll get it accomplished. This is my first time doing this particular stitch. But once you get going, it's pretty easy to follow the pattern once you figure it out. And I added my changes to the pattern in the description so you could tell the difference between my pattern and the lady that I got the pattern from. I added her pattern initially to all my videos. And then somebody in my live last night asked if I would place my pattern in there with the changes, with the color changes and the double crochet instead of the treble, the casting on and so forth. So if you get it and you're confused by it and you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out and I'll try to help you as much as I can. All the cathedrals in Spain have a lot of gold in them. The gold which is not needed there. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. She said it was just beautiful. They went to other places in Spain, but Seville was one of them that I can recall. Her parents knew a famous bullfighter over there. I don't remember his name, but they were friends apparently. And they have pictures of him and stuff. He was over there for a long time bullfighting. And that was one thing she had mentioned, I remember. But she just loved it. Loved it over there. And she was little. She's in her 70s now. We're doing back loop only on these single crochets. Oh, well, you're welcome. You come on over. We've got our issues over here, but there's still very good people out here, as I've seen in my YouTube lives. Really good people. They're everywhere, you know. I believe, you know, most everybody has a kind heart to them. There are a few that, you know, need some work, but it restores your faith in humanity when you come on to YouTube Live and people are just kind and very nice, supportive. And I want to believe in people, you know. I want to believe that they have something good in there. Try to stay around all the positive people I can and don't watch too much craziness on TV, just fun things, funny, you know, something uplifting and encouraging, not hateful things, but happy things. Stay away from all the bad. because there's enough of that. That's why I want this channel to be positive. I want it to be relaxing for you and maybe take away something, maybe learn something, and just connect, come together, and kind, like-minded people where you feel safe. Forget about the world for a minute and crochet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. We're getting close to the end here of this row. Then we'll start a different color here after this row. It's always nice to see the end of the row getting closer and closer. So after this double crochet, we're going to finish with 9 single crochets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9, and then you chain 1, and then you're going to cut a little bit of a tail. And then pull that yarn through your loop, tightening it a little bit. You can always tie it at the end when you're all finished. Tie it tighter to make sure it doesn't unravel, and then trim it. Just give it a little haircut. Make sure all your frills, your fringes, your fringe, all these little tails here are even. So we are headed to row 12. And row 12 in this case is latte. Oh, thank you. See how big this blanket's going to be? There's the beginning finally. And then it starts with fringe. Okay, so you have this. I put it in, yes, I put it in the description. I did it probably at 2 a.m. last night in my live. I was so tired, so hopefully everything is written down correctly, and I tried to double check it just to make sure. But if something doesn't make sense, feel free to reach out. I'll help you in whatever way I can. So we are on row 12, which is latte. This is the latte yarn that I'm using. So that is a challenge for me to copy. Yes, do it. Do it, Sabine. I encourage you. If I can do this, you can do this. Okay, you leave a tail here at the beginning. Now, like I said, you can cast on differently, like she does. She goes right into the back loop and pulls the yarn through, chains one to set her knot there. This is how I've been consistent throughout doing it, so I just stuck with it. But just make sure you knot this when you're all finished if you do it my way. If you do it her way, I'll show you how she does it, which may be a better way than what I do. She pulls the loop through and then chains one and then starts down. But I'm doing it this way, and then I'll tighten these chains, these little frills or fringes, whatever you want to call them, tails. I'll tighten them at the end when I'm all finished and then tie them off. That way the chain or the yarn doesn't come out. I'm doing 8 single crochets to start, and then at the end I'll do 8 more. It matches the end matches the front. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Either way would be fine, I'm sure. Just as long as you tie these off into a knot so it doesn't unravel on you. And then you do your 1 double crochet, and you go into the next stitch. Down below it, there's a line that's of the previous row, and you go up underneath that. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And then it changes a little bit from here. You're going to do 7 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 11 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and that'll be repeating all the way through to the end. This is row 12. This is row 12, latte color. Doing 11 single crochets now. Yes. Okay. Hey, it just takes one little baby step. Take the first step. Pick up the hook and the yarn. Everything's baby steps sometimes. To clean your house, sometimes it's baby steps. Sometimes I have to take a small little section of an area if it's a big room I'm cleaning. Anything that's a big task like that. Just have to take it one little section at a time. So it's not so overwhelming. And it should be fun. Should be enjoyable. Not like work. Yeah, yes. You get me. You understand. There's 11 single crochets. Okay, and we're going to do one double. Is it always warm in Spain? I'm curious. Is it, or are there areas that get cooled? Oh, it does? Okay. We have 4 seasons up north. So we're in the winter season right now. Snow on the ground and has been very cold. Single digits, negative degree temperatures. And it's only just started to warm up a little bit and actually rain today, which we haven't seen rain in a while. Oh, goodness. Spain's underwater, 80% of it? Wow. Yeah, as I've gotten older, the cold is just so intolerant, especially the temperatures it's been. As a kid, I could tolerate it, but now it's getting more difficult as I get older. I was watching somebody in a live from Sapporo, Japan. It's one of the snowiest cities. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it just looks so cold over there. Rain falls after so long of droughts, the soil is too hard and it sweeps. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't realize that. I am the East Coast of the United States, Upper East. But during this time, I dream about Florida weather, deep Florida, south of Florida, south, the more warm climates. Even California, nice and mild over there. Oh, is it? I always think of Louisiana as very hot and humid. That's a place on my bucket list too, to go. Louisiana. I love to travel, so I'd love to. There's so many places I'd love to go. Europe being one, and Asia, and it'd be really cool to go to all the continents. Sunday here, Sunday afternoon, and I have to work night shift tonight at the hospital the next few nights. So I doubt I'll be on live for a few days because I feel like when I work nights, all you do is work and sleep, especially those 12 hours. They're long shifts. Oh, neat. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And good luck on your dress. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. I've never made a sweater. I would love to, though. I see all these beautiful sweaters and cardigans and dresses that people crochet, but I've never done one. I have friends playing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I have that or Big Bang Theory all the time. Something happy, something funny. And then crochet. Relaxing, no thought, not much thought put into it. Just easy. No stress. Your blanket requires attention each row. I need more space for thinking then. So when I am at holidays, very faintly numbing. Just right. That's right. Yeah. It does take a little bit of thinking at the beginning. Um, Once you kind of figure out the pattern and how it goes after a few rows here, after your base row, then things start making sense and you understand it, and then it gets easier, just like any pattern. It gets easier as you go along. But I had to do it. I'm at like a hands-on kind of person in order to figure something out. It's not easy for me to read a pattern um, until I like get hands-on with the pattern, and then it makes more sense to me. I'm like a teach me by showing me and letting me do it kind of person. And then once I figure it out, then it's pretty easy after that. That's why I don't know if my pattern will make sense to people. I hope it does. But if it doesn't, I completely get it. I understand, and feel free to send me a message that you need help, and I'll come online and help you. I want you all to succeed in this. If you want to do this pattern, I have a waffle stitch on there too on my YouTube page and some other things, but whatever you want to do, I'll help in any way I can. Here we go. We're getting close to the end again. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I will head off here, you guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you all real soon. Thanks for being here. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Are you reading the first line of the recipe? No, I would like back loop only. Yes, back loop only. You got it. Yes. If you guys, you're welcome. Feel free to message me if you have questions or you want to see something different, or you want to learn something, how to do a certain stitch. I'll do the best I can at teaching you everything I know. We all should be successful here and just have fun. So I'll head off and get ready for work, and I will see you all real soon. Have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week, everybody. And thanks again for being here with me. I'll see you all in the next live. Take care. Bye-bye.